Well, Peter, we're looking ahead to the first game of pre-season coming up next Wednesday night against Belmore United. Obviously, always a special game for the club, for the fans to be able to see the new signings for the first time. But also, I suppose, a bit more of a special occasion for you. Just tell us why.
Yeah, it's our first pre-season game coming up, and we've got a few new signings. Rado Vidosic is in as well, so sort of a bit interesting. But for me, I've sort of grown up in that area, and last year I was actually training there with the Olympic. We used to train at Beeman Park, so to go back there and see a few of the players, a few of those boys actually went to the same school as me, and sort of grown up with them. So yeah, it should be very interesting for me.
So it'll be an interesting match. Have you had any contact with them prior to it?
Yeah, a few of the boys have messaged me saying, watch out next week. But a bit of their families, and my cousins are going to come down and have a look. So yeah, it's a good matchup for me and for a lot of our boys as well.
I know you're one of 10 brothers and sisters, and I imagine there's probably quite an extended family on top of that. Do you expect many of them to turn up to watch?
Oh, I'd hope so. And I think it's a good chance for a lot of fans to come out and see our new philosophy, the way we're going to play, our new style, and it's our first pre-season game, so maybe there'll be a few maybe not playing too many minutes, but be a good hit out.
And in terms of your fitness and how you're finding pre-season under the new regime, how's that going?
Yeah, we're coming towards the end of week 3 now, and we've done a lot of hard yards, but tactically we've been working very hard. Playing out of the back, playing on the floor through the middle. We want to be a good footballing side, so it should be very interesting this year.
And it's your first season as a full season, should I say, as a professional footballer. It's going to be pretty competitive to get into that midfield. You've got Haji Gligo, Terry McFlynn, and of course Nick Carl's come back. So there's going to be a lot of competition.
Yeah, well, it's what you expect. We're at a very big club, probably the biggest in the country, and I'm very grateful, and I've got that opportunity now. It's just really up to me whether I can take it or not. I know if I put the hard yards in, the coaching staff will back me, but really it's up to me, and I expect competition, and it's the same for every player in the squad.
You obviously impressed last season. What are your aims and goals and targets for this year?
Yeah, well, I just want to keep my spot in the team. We've got a very big squad and a good squad going into the year, and hopefully we can have a really good start. But for me, I just want to try and play as many games as possible and keep myself in the team.
And ambitions for the team this year? What do you think is a realistic target?
Well, I think we've got to start well. Have a solid pre-season. We've been lucky that we've been given a pre-season tour overseas. So we're all aiming for that first game and try to get off to a good start.